Hello, hello. Title Tuesday. You voted for Tim for president. A wise decision. A wise decision. Tim has my vote as well. Hello, Guppy. What's up, Nick? Angry Nerd Rocker, thanks for the 15. 15 months in a row. Tier 3. Title Tuesday's in 30 minutes. We didn't play the early one. We've matured past just tilting ourselves in the morning when we're not expected to play well. Instead, we've graduated to showing up early for the late Title Tuesday to get a few reps in. And yes, I have reclaimed the belt from the cave. Well, it's not like anyone was going to stop me. What's up so weak? Hello, green tea. Penny. Heminesco. Same setup, just maybe moderately improved. WIP. Work in progress. Hello, fish. Yeah, the U.S. election is today. Hello, Tim. If you are in the USA and have not already, go vote, says Q-Corn. Any Americans here? Big election vibes. I think that the Chief is planning to host a little chill election stream this evening, later on. But we'll hang out first. We got Title Tuesday. Throbbing election. Yep, that works. That works. Hello, Moistad. 2363. Jeez. Hello, Mr. Moist. You're pretty much at peak. Pretty much at peak. That's impressive, Moistad. Thanks for the 14 months there. Q-Corn, Mattis, 74 with Prime. Thank you, Mattis. Big upgrades coming in. Yes, yes, indeed. Hello, Nova. Hello, Salty. Yes, Salty hit, of course, the guy always does. Anytime Salty is like facing a ban, rating gold to unban, the guy always hits it. It's crazy. It's got drive like no other. You have a new opening system? Moist, I still remember, maybe you don't even remember, but I still remember you taking out one of the potential weapons on stream. I think you were playing Bullet against him. You played D4, Bishop D2, Bishop A5, Bishop takes D8. Complete filth. Complete filth. So you're clearly on your demon arc right now with moves like Bishop G4. This is nasty. This is nasty. Oh, Yanur Chess is here as well. Moistad, when are you and Yanur playing? Now that you're peaking, it might be a match in your favor. 200 points in a day doing this? Okay. New vid, that's right, Mattis. For all those that are wondering where the Geo is, there's even a YouTube vid. But I just haven't streamed, period, as much. So it's not, I mean, yeah, there's been less Geo, but there's been less everything, I feel. Gaston, but yeah, there's a Geo YouTube video out. Been trying to get a few fun YouTube videos going. Been, as you can see, moderately upgrading the setup here. No working from home, Eddie. No commute for me. Your peak is one higher than Salty. Yeah, Salty at 1950 bullet. I mean, I don't even know what to say about that. Guy's peaking at like 400 points higher. Hello, Damien. Where can you vote for Wild Hacks? You wanna vote for him? You want Wild Hacks in charge? I don't know if I don't know if that's the best course of action. Title Tuesday starts in 25 minutes. Maybe some warm-up games. These are some low ratings. We're only risking points here, but need to move the pieces here. There isn't really knight takes e5, I think, because this is hanging. Although, I guess there is now. He kind of let it happen, though. Yeah, but there's knight d4. I don't think it's the stuff we want to get into here. We want to use the d5 square, but it's not that easy to do, although I guess that move kind of helps out. I don't know where this knight is going, to be honest with you. Okay, definitely a5. I guess the queen doesn't get trapped. Nearly, but we get a queen trade, which is pretty much just as good as trapping it. That should be good enough. Yeah, +0. That's how you know I'm playing a warm-up game, when it's +0. Hello, Wild Hacks 11. Geez, did he become a Wild Hacks fan overnight, or was he always the closeted chairperson of that fan club? I saw there were some sneaky takeover streams from Mr. WH. Hello, Chicken Pants. Man, we should have an American election every day. That's how we get Chicken Pants to stay in the channel. It is ELO tax day, Casino Duck. The election may spare everyone else from their Tuesday tax, but not me. Not me. Good evening, TB Lightning. We did Queen Trap. We did. Yeah, they must have. Election coordinating with TT. No, no. I'm a capable member of society, Sam. Not to be confused. Yeah, it's a good question, Spenny. We really want to hear from inside the camp. Don't think I have Titanic. Not sure what that one is. Hello, ABD. We showed up just for the late TT. I'm hoping that brings better results. B4 doesn't, I don't know, doesn't seem like the right move, but probably goes here. Forgot we can take this. This should be a winning idea. Maybe he'll go bishop d6. Yeah, he's playing down a bishop as well, so rook e1 should cover everything. We have a bunch of checks. I'm hoping for a good session, Airbus driver. My expectations are not high, but we're coming in with goals. Just a guy not looking to lose on time before move 30, you know? Start small. We have some pretty nasty moves here. Surprising that he didn't want to do anything about them. I think actually taking is kind of annoying. We lose a piece here, but we get to play rook e1 at the end. He has to trade. And I don't know. This position seems like one we can win. Yeah, I reckon this should be pretty easy. Okay, knight b4, we can go back, I guess. Queen g4 looks good here, or maybe queen h5. Whoa. What the hell is that move all about? That's insane. I think we just go after this pawn here. E6 is hanging. We're definitely down on time a little bit here. Take, rook c8, probably queen here. Yeah, I probably should have taken that pawn, of course. Let's take it now. Trying to keep control of that diagonal. This will win. Hello, Corn. 3 years together. Thank you very much, Corn. $36 months. Okay, bishop there is definitely going to happen. Do not understand this. Well, let's just move the rook. We have bishop d7 after knight d4. Here, actually, that one is a little bit annoying. Okay, he didn't play too many challenging moves there. There we go. Starts in 15 minutes. Good evening, Eddie. It's almost avocado sweater weather. Getting there. You know I like the winter. I'm not a summer guy. Favorite time of the year? Election time, chicken pants? I feel like you might prefer winter just because of that. But no, I like winter for other reasons. I do enjoy the American election season. It's like Canadian elections are just so irrelevant. Some people don't even know they're happening. NHL, I mean, winter is just superior. Superior. You're looking at mine, Tesh. Recently upgraded. Knight there. Interesting. Can you do that? I don't know if you can do that. The only reason I'm questioning whether or not you can do it is that I feel like I've played this position a bunch of times and no one's ever done it. So hopefully it's not something you can do. Otherwise, I've been just getting lucky these years. Takes? I assume we take. Here, rook b1. I mean, yeah, I guess so. Ooh, I was gonna say even c4 was good, but he goes rook b3, which also makes me certainly makes me regret my last move there. Got to play this bad move, but I think we're pretty much losing on this piece. Queen a1. I was thinking of that because this doesn't feel playable, and queen c2, rook b2 doesn't look right. The problem is this rook there. I don't know. I kind of have to play this, but it doesn't look very good. Maybe b2 there. I think taking on a2 was a little bit too much, but I couldn't help myself. Got to get the greed out of the way. Oh, it's a very active chat. Yep. No, election season brings out the activity. ABD, what are we shooting for here in TT? By the way, should I go here or should I? No, the greed is too much at that point. Surely. We have to go here. But this is also a good move. We're threatening this. He has to take. He doesn't have to take. Jeez. This guy's a unit. I mean, my a pawn is quite close to queening, actually. So I lose this pawn, but honestly, super greedy, but I think we just send. Shooting for 8 ABD. Ooh. Maybe this one first. So I'm thinking rook here. We do this. He's gonna have to play king b2 and then bring the knight out, hopefully with tempo. I think the tempo is worth giving up this pawn. My knight's trapped, so as soon as he brings the pieces where they need to go, we'll be in trouble. He can't take it though. So actually, I guess he can take it. Let's see. This is not that obvious. He has rook b5, and I'm like, where's my move? You know, there should be something for me here. I'm not seeing it. How crazy. That's annoying. Jeez. I mean, yeah, that's frustrating. Feels like we probably missed a move there. That would be my guess. Okay, we have a very good position though. Okay. Unfortunately, it's a draw, but we're going to lose on time there. I guess we probably don't have time for one more. I think this was our best chance to take the rook here. And yeah, obviously a pretty easy draw, but not a draw we could make quickly, unfortunately. It's hard to get rid of all the pawns in time. But maybe we should have tried d6. I think to be honest, I was still harboring hopes to win. So that's That's honestly what ended up getting me into a lost position. Yeah, obviously we have some wins here. I wonder what they are. Knight A5. Knight A5. It was a nice game, but I don't know why he felt like we were lost here. And then Rook D3. Yeah, I just completely missed this. Because after Knight B4, I think we're winning again. 8 out of 11. ABD, we're trying to ease back into it. Man, I don't know about this. Those are big expectations. Hello, Felix. Hello, Felix. Magnus scored 9 earlier. Okay, yeah. So we'll just aim for 1 point less than that. Yeah, that sounds good. That sounds good. Starts in 5 minutes. All right, we'll join this thing. It's just so we don't like forget to join, right? I feel like that would be the worst. I've actually done it before, so that's why it hits particularly hard. Every single employee should get a paid day off to vote. You gave your team all the time they needed. That's big of you, Chicken Pants. Every single employee should get a paid day off to vote. Wow. That's very progressive. I can get 10. I don't know if you're talking to the right guy there, Casper. Is it time for some Wonstall? I can try some Wonstall for you. But you have to know, doing it in Title Tuesday, like the thing about the Stonewall is it's a great opening, but it's less great when you telegraph it. Hello, Wild Hacks. Well, we released a video today that didn't have a Wild Hacks thumbnail on it, so consider that your day off. Yeah, the Wonstall is, I mean, it's a great opening, but it works much better at lower elos when you do it so obviously. So a lot of my London systems end up with a Stonewall structure, and those ones are much, much better. You're going back to NYC, Sam? Maybe you can contact Robin. I think he has some friends that he might be able to link you up with if you're feeling like an outsider there. Two and a half minutes. Pino from Hell, thanks for the 11 months with Prime. All right, so we need to get a pool going of suggestions. We have, of course, the Wonstall. Anything else? What are we going for today? Let's not forget ABD is here. He's the only one to have seen it first. Our new checkmate pattern. If it's possible to get it, we will be doing everything in our power. Your theory? Moistad, I can't sack a piece on move 2 in Title Tuesday. You talking about B3 there, Chicken Pants? The Larson, I believe. Okay, we're counting down. Just about a minute left. Cheers again, Pino. Hello to young Gory. It works so well. Are you talking about Moistad's garbage? I feel like you are. You seem like you two are cut from the same cloth. Hello, Batsmaniac, and fantastic news. Fantastic news. $2,100 bullet to $2,400 bullet in 24 hours. No, your success can't be replicated, Moist. Not everyone's capable of that. Especially not myself. All right, let's do it. All right. First things first. For the I have a feeling we might be walking into a tough system here, but yeah, this is, I would say, not one of the better not one of the better systems to play the Stonewall against. He might be doing a little bit too much too early. I think he wants to go here, but maybe we have some kind of e6 move. Something feels off about him doing this that early. Yeah, it doesn't feel right. Yeah, it goes here, but e6, what happens? I don't know. And we even have knight here. I don't really know what's happening here. So we can go h3. The knight probably has to go back. I don't know, knight g5, for example. That looks pretty good. Like, that's not nothing. And then alternatively, maybe knight here, but then maybe knight e5. So I don't know. I'll try to play it safe. I'll go h3. I think the knight has to go back. He's kind of doing everything. Oh, I guess he's going to long castle. There I was thinking I had some sneaky moves like knight h7, but he's just going to castle out of it. So unfortunately, I'm just going to be opening the h file for him. So perhaps none of that was intelligent at all. That's annoying. That's annoying. We have to abandon this idea, I think. This long castle move is... we didn't consider it. I thought it was going to all be fine. We had a nice move lined up, knight h7, but I realized he's just going to ignore it and castle. And I don't even think opening the h file there is any good for me, so... yeah, I can't say this looks too good. It's also like knight c5 coming. Ugh. Not liking anything about this position. Not liking anything. He's ready to sack this pawn too. He's like sacrificing everything. It's kind of annoying. Bishop here. So we're giving him a knight c5 move. Obviously, we're trying to play this, but once again, I'm highly skeptical. Highly skeptical. Maybe b4. Yeah, so he goes here. We have an interesting choice. Can play knight f7 and take this, but that looks that looks pretty wrong. Or we can just go back. But going back is such a massive concession. I don't think it's possible. I think we have to do this. We have to go here. Let's just take this one. I know we're not going to save the knight, but I'm hoping that he has to spend time capturing it, and that time is something we can use. But yeah, look at the kind of game we're playing. It's like completely opposite of what you'd expect from maybe a Stonewall. The opening is just tough to make work. I don't know what we're gonna do here. We don't really have any moves. Gotta go king here. I don't even know what we're gonna do next. I mean, we're just very, very lost here. Maybe knight d5. Yeah, it's tough to make a move. Tough to make a move. Knight f2. I feel like king b8's like such a great move. It's like exactly the move we can't deal with. Well, as we can see, the Stonewall was not a great idea. Unfortunately, the line he played, well, he definitely played a bad line. Let's start with that. But in principle, I think it's a very good, it's a good idea. It feels like there should be something wrong with this. Like, I have a hard time believing that e5 right now is good. But this idea, this concept is exactly why the Stonewall is like, has a hard time. So the Stonewall is like just such an OP opening, but you need to get it against certain things. So if I see my opponent playing d5, I'm so much more willing to play the Stonewall because I just know that at the very least, e5 will be an option for me. But when they haven't committed the d-pawn, going for the Stonewall is, I mean, it's just a subpar decision every time. Especially when knight f6 gets played, they still have the option to play like king's Indian, something totally normal. But for the most part, most low elo players play d5, so that's why it has such a killer record there. And you can still make the position work. I mean, it's not like we were lost at the opening, not at all. But just when you're playing at a higher level, like playing slightly better opponents, yeah, this is probably not good enough. Now, that being said, I should have stuck with my initial idea, which was to play knight d4. Engine approves this this move. So we should have gone with that. So yeah, Here I was planning to go here, but then I was like, like I don't know. Saw this, wasn't really sure what's going on here. Turns into a mess. Apparently we have to play this move. It's it's quite a lot to find. And then yeah, this was just no good because of this. It looks like after this or this that we're actually doing something pretty nice here. But I totally forgot that he can just castle on the very next turn, so it undermines everything. So Kane VB0 chat 1. Yeah, the Stonewall's pretty unplayable against D6. And yeah, we didn't have a chance after that. King's Gambit's trash. Well, that's probably why it's being suggested for me, Eddie. Hello, Subham. MC, thanks for the 8 months. Thank you, MC. 9,008. Bassmaniac, appreciate the 5 subs from you. Hopefully that was not for the Stonewall. 77 from Sleazy McCheesy. Hello, Sleazy. Good evening. Everyone's talking about cigarettes. I was going to say, there's a game still going. Interesting. Okay. Yes, Black's playing for the win. I respect it. I respect it. All right, we're playing Sam Copeland, who I definitely know from within chess.com. But I suppose not everyone would necessarily know Sam. It's interesting. He's playing Title Tuesday. Maybe that's a regular thing. Okito Poki Budapest Gambit could be fun to get. Yeah, could be. More suggestions from the chat. G6, H4. I think we can take this. Just go bishop G7. Probably D4, C5. Wonder if we'll see D4 here. Maybe just knight F3, I could see that. Definitely we're happy to just take the bishop. I'm not very sure what the hell this opening is, to be honest with you. No idea. What's Sam cooking up? Maybe he's recording like a chess.com video series right now. Playing H4, H5 and beating title players. And I feel like I'm walking into a a full feature. Knight F3, I think we could go there. Again, I still don't really know what's happening here. He decides to take. That's a very high energy move. Of course, this, is the position that he wants. Very high energy move. And I guess knight e2 happens next, so not the easiest to deal with. I'll just go here. Feels like the c-pawns will fall at some point. Don't know that there's a particular rush. And now I think we're kind of threatening this. So I definitely expect knight e2. I suppose this could happen as well. Maybe rook b1, king f1. He's clearly playing some unorthodox moves here, so I'm ready for the next one. Or I should say, I'm probably going to be surprised by it, but I'm expecting there's going to be something offbeat here. Okay, he goes here. I definitely suspect he's planning to just move away. Again, I think I'm probably going to leave it there. Queen b1. Okay, we do want to take on e3 there. Didn't actually see this move. Yeah, unfortunately, I can't take it, so I'm going to have to make... okay, never mind. I could have played 95 maybe. We'll have to play it now, I think. Not the worst. Really just want to move this bishop and play e5. But we have knight c6, bishop back. e5 might pretty much just bail me out if we can get it to work. It is definitely a very powerful move. GG. We actually weren't necessarily winning there at the end because you didn't have to take, but yeah, I think he convinced himself he had to take, and then we won the night. But okay, we barely survived, to be honest. Yeah, we must be losing here. I can only imagine. But I was liking my position around here. Didn't mind it. But I completely missed bishop d4. Like, this is such a strong move. What I need to do is probably move this bishop, like bishop d5 or bishop c4. And then I just need to have e5. E5 will always save the game for me because it stops every possible dangerous move that his pieces could want to make. So not being able to play e5 was like terrible. And then you probably noticed I was like, I'm sure I was lost here. And then when did my position become playable again? Right here, when I could finally play e5. So it's like the whole game resided on this one e5 move. And I was a fool for not making sure I could play it sooner. Jones777, thank you for the resub. Our professional lurker, Jones. 104 months. It's a very long time, which means he's a very professional lurker. Why not take the rook? I mean, the engine doesn't even like necessarily suggest to take it. Yeah, I think every time you consider this, it's just very bad because there's lots of pressure there. So I think I was always right not to take. Maybe I could take c3 and just go back, but I felt like, what's the point of taking this if I'm not going to take the rook? Mike, thanks for the 15 months. Welcome back. Michael J. Hawk. Slomko1, thanks for the 49 with Prime. Axon, I don't think is capable of typing other words. Just keeps typing them on play Gotham. Very high energy. Unfortunately, I don't think Gotham Chess, I don't think he hangs out down with the 0 out of 1, 1 out of 2 crew. So don't think it's possible. Hello, Chess Ninja. Okay, we're able to take out Buddy Sam there. Grishuk is still fighting for the full point. Is he going to make it happen? I guess you put the knight here. Okay, yeah, the knight on g4 makes a lot more sense. And he's just going to go like that. Very, very smart. Probably white needed to have the bishop on b8. And now it's not going to be good enough. Wow, I wonder why he didn't play king f3. Something he didn't like there. I thought king f3, h2, knight f2. I thought that was a win, but sorry. I guess in the other order, knight f2 and then h2. You lost an unlosable position to Hikaru in round 2. Oof. I don't know M Unchained. I think mostly election energy tonight, but maybe if people are around, I don't know, maybe Eric will host a casual UTT, but no promises. Wasn't planning on it. The US election takes priority. Chris Herrera, 83, tier 3. Thank you for the long time sub. Thanks for the tier 3, Chris. Wow. Look at that hard work from Grishuk. Is he not even the last game? No, I was going to say. That's crazy. That's impressive. Hello, Smucker. All right. Can we right the ship? Question mark. Can we win with the white pieces? always a bad sign when you can't win with the white pieces. Those are supposed to be the opportunity. Okay, bishop d3. Queen c7 is a normal move. Knight c6. He decides to take. I just realized we're actually playing a GM. Not too familiar with this guy. We have a very big score against him, but it's probably from like Hyperbullet or some nonsense. Takes queen d6 and then e5. Yeah, this might transpose. Takes e5. If he doesn't play e5, then not too sure what to expect. I feel like that's the main thing Black tries to do is play e5. If not, then yeah, he'll probably just lay low, play like bishop d7, rook, maybe a5. But if he wants to make something happen right away, it's usually involving e5. Obviously, there's rook e8 here, so when he moves the queen, like queen back, I will need to castle. In my experience, these positions turn out pretty well for me. Okay, he decides to go rook e8. I think we can take that. We can also castle. It's an interesting move. Yeah, I think we just take it. Maybe take and then bishop e2. The thing is, if I play king there, knight e4, I'm forced to take, and I really don't want to take. So here, if bishop g4, I have f3. And bishop here, I think we just also play f3. Yeah, I don't think this does anything. Just king f2 next. And then we play rook e1. And actually, his bishop, he needs to watch out for. I might trap it in some lines. So let's go here. And rook e1 next. I'm kind of optimistic here. Bishop b5 is a nice move to throw in. But yeah, now he needs to be worried about losing that piece. So he might need to like just move it back. We get rook e1. We have a nice blockade. So I'm liking this position. Do we want to throw this one in? Might be nice. Let's do it. Assume he wants to go there, but sometimes it makes this rook feel a little uncomfortable. Think just rook e1 here. Might throw this move in. Yeah, and if rook e3, we can just go rook e1. The endgame is not going to be that special for me, but we should be a little bit better. I think h4 is a fine move. Rook e1. Ideally, I would actually like to trade one pair of rooks, but not two. We may end up just playing rook e1 here, but yeah, so if I play here, he might go bishop there. Yeah, but don't think that move is good. Knight here, maybe bishop a4. Start with this. Yeah, this is totally fine, but like I'm saying, I would really like to basically not trade all the rooks. So I'm actually going to go rook here, and I might just go rook e2. So that way we trade one pair of rooks, we leave one rook on the board. Now, it's not like I'm against trading the rooks in general. So you may see me trade these rooks soon, but I want to have the flexibility. Okay, he goes there. Okay, I was going to say, we'll see what he wants to do. He goes here, so I'm definitely thinking about taking it. Feel that the knight should be a bit better here. Not by a lot, but maybe we can try to make something happen. Okay, so bishop here. We have a nice move, knight e3. Okay, we should have played rook d6. That's kind of an inexplicable move not to play. Yeah, can't really begin to explain that one. So we're hitting the pawn there. He couldn't take because his bishop was hanging. We should be just winning here. The knight does well against the bishop there, but we just had to kind of, I don't know, just jump around for quite a few moves until something happened. Yeah, I mean, we were just winning here with rook d6, but it's kind of inexplicable miss on our part because he can't block the check, so we just win the pawn and then win the game very easily. So that's kind of how the game should have gone, I think, because he's not supposed to be able to play this, but for some reason I just forgot about rook d6, played this too quickly, and then we have to work hard all over again. We definitely got a good opening though. Yeah, I think king d2 is definitely like a good move, but after this, we have this position. I didn't know if this was good. We do get a blockade, c4, b4, so I couldn't really tell. Maybe that was the right call, but I like bishop e2 and then playing f3, king f2. I think white has a pretty nice edge here. Hello, CM Rui. Zentro, thanks for the 21 months. All right, what are we going to play here? e4. We tried a little g6 last time. I'm going back to it. Maybe h4 is what? Has everyone done a course recently? Did everyone attend the seminar where h4 is the move? Probably c6. Yeah, so if we take, I think it's just going to be rook b1, castle, these kind of moves. So I don't see any particular incentive to do that. Start by taking. Might have been better to play this knight e6 move first before taking. So kind of regret that. Because then he would have had to play bishop e3. But as I was going to say, I think he's going to play bishop e3 anyway. I don't think he'll take here. I think he'll bring the queen back. But then at least we force him to castle queenside. So definitely think we'll see b3 here. But then we could try queen a3, maybe a4, a5. I mean, this looks like a pretty big threat, no? I guess this is not that big of a deal. That's a surprising move. So we're not winning the queen with knight a3, but it's definitely something to keep in mind. He wants to put the bishop on c1. I can see that. So let's go here. Maybe knight b5, e6. My knight on e6 didn't feel like it was actually doing that much. Even taking this way is kind of interesting. Probably will take with the queen, though. Okay. Yeah, there is b3 coming. Thinking of even queen a5. Also queen b5 makes sense. But yeah, for some reason queen a5 came to mind. He might go like, I don't know, queen. I'm trying to think of where, like queen b3, queen d3, sure. Here, queen f3. Yeah, I will try to take with the pawn. Looks interesting. Queen here, here maybe. Or start with bishop e7, of course. We'll go h5. I think queen d5 is a good move to play next. Offer a queen trade, which I don't think he's interested in. The pawns are all, light square bound. And with these dark square bishops, that should be good news for us in an endgame, which is why I'm always okay with this. He's most likely going to be keeping all the pawns on the board, or queens on the board for the most part. But maybe we go queen here and just start pushing the pawns, because I don't know. I don't know. I'm not all that scared of some of the moves that he could have here for us. Okay, so I think he's going to be lifting the rook like that. Let's guard this pawn. He can't play rook h1, so he's probably going to play f3 and then rook h1, but we'll go here. Okay. Might go queen g2 and rook h1, but still, I always have pressure on this pawn. So yeah, I think I'll just expand the pawns over here now. We do want a queen trade, I think. For the most part, that should be very good for us. Damn. This queen a5 move is pretty annoying. Just didn't really appreciate how strong it was. Okay. It should be winning for him, but maybe some chances. We gotta try this. Ooh, okay, hang on a sec. He wants to lose. Yeah, he definitely wants to lose. I don't know. I don't know what that was. I thought maybe we would both get a queen there. Yeah, he wanted it more than me. What can I say? He wanted to lose more than I did. Although, he wouldn't be convinced. Yeah, this queen a5 move was counterplay that I didn't find a good, because I was going to play bishop here, but then I was like, wow, queen b4 happens is even worse maybe. Here, rook h1 should be pretty close to the end of the game, just because bare minimum he has to trade queens. So we weren't thinking, didn't have our head screwed on right in that moment. But otherwise, man, that very shaky last little bit there, but I feel like it was otherwise an extremely clean game. So we just kind of maneuvered, went for some trades, had a great end game. Pawns are all in the right squares, controlled the only open file. It's a shame. I feel like we did everything right, but yeah, not playing rook h1 is gonna hurt. Yeah, bishop d8, bishop c7. Unfortunately, just queen b4, queen f8, and I'm just getting killed there. And like, I noticed that the queen was infiltrating, and at that point I was like, man, this is no good anymore. Because we could even have played king c8, king b7 to cover, and there would still be no entry for him. But at that point I was overthinking, or not thinking enough. Yeah, b4 would have been a good one, Mike. But I think at that moment I was only thinking like, how do I stop, like defend this square, or how do I defend my a7 pawn? And nothing came to mind. But certainly I wasn't out of options there. It's not like my position was bad. It's just it was a hard position to react instinctively to, because all my instinct moves were just no good, like to cover this. So I need to be thinking a bit more like naturally, like, yeah, just push the pawns. Push the pawns. I think it'll run right through the night, MC. That's the whole point of it. Unless you mean my stream, like specifically maybe the chess here. I don't know, probably for 2-3 more hours, something like that. But if you mean in general, yeah, we should be streaming for the evening, so to speak. I guess there is a break right now. I guess there's a break. That's right, Nitsud Prime. Small upgrades coming in. All right, we'll take a cheeky KO. We got to boost the spirits here. We are on 3 out of 4, so not terrible. Just need to win out. Just trying to reach ABD's proposed 8. What's up, Chorzy? Oh yeah, this is can't go wrong with this track. Can't go wrong. Hello to Azizi. Oh, very unlikely, Colin. Very unlikely to jump in a chat room and find yourselves all aligned. Ronbo795. Thank you for the prime, 19 months. Favorite website, T-Nugs. First of all, I don't study much theory. You talking chess here? I don't study much theory. So I might not be the guy to ask. But I would say YouTube would be the best site for that. Hello, Capablanca. OG follower. What's up, buddy? I would say generally no to that. Still parties. Maybe not that particular kind. Getting too old for that. D. Sanchez. This is a success story. Keep it up. That sounds like a good tournament for you so far. Remember, D. Sanchez, Magnus got 9 points in the early title Tuesday. So we can all use that as our measuring stick. Yep, that's why I skipped the morning title Tuesday, Cluxton. I'm doing the things that bring me joy. No, you just have to win out, D. Sanchez, much like myself. Just got to win out. Fundamental than theoretical? Well, I'm not studying chess right now, T-Nugs. When I was actively playing as a professional, competing, you know, before I just got way more focused on streaming, for sure I was studying theory, but I don't think those, I was using books. Like, I don't think those methods are going to be that useful nowadays. You can find everything on, like, I don't know, courses, YouTube, Chessable, all this stuff. There's just so many resources that didn't exist back then. So I wouldn't necessarily say I'm more fundamental than theoretical. Might be true, but wouldn't use that as a basis for drawing that conclusion. I just don't study anymore because I'm not competing, not playing. So have no need to. But sometimes I, like released the London course. I went pretty serious about paying attention to the theory there. But in general, I'm not keeping up. That's why we play the London, because it's the only thing we've studied. Let's see if we can make up for earlier. We said that the Stonewall was better against d5, so we'll at least do it. It's still a tough opening to make work, but you know, I can't complain here. At least we're not dealing with d6. D6 is really it's really brutal. But at least we have the pawn committed, and actually he goes for e6. Interesting. I mean, I do want to play knight here. He's going to play bishop d6. Could try g3 there. Trying to stop knight e4. Yeah, he's going to go here. I think we have to play this g3 move. It's not my favorite, but obviously we're playing a title player here, so he knows very well that if he takes and I have to take back that way, it's not going to be very pleasant. G3 is for sure a concession here. We're not happy to have it. Okay, I'm definitely thinking about g4. So he goes here. I guess he's going to put the knight back. We'll try g4 though. Usually this is the way you want to do things. So yeah, we had to spend the extra move on g3. Not happy about that. Okay, he took this way. Things are definitely going well. He wants to put the knight back on e4. I'm actually going to take so that the knight can't go to e4. And yeah, we'll see how this works. Probably king h1 next. Maybe rook g1. Okay, he's going to go there. Can consider this bishop reroute. He doesn't have to take, but yeah, like I was saying, this is pretty much I'd say the idea that makes the most sense. Goes b4. I think we're just going to let that happen. Nothing too much to do there. Okay, let's go here just to maybe threaten the idea of taking on g6, just to, you know, let's let him know that it's possible. Just let him know it's possible. Most likely this knight will retreat. We're still in a real fight here, but can't complain. We're getting a reasonable Stonewall version. Okay, let's switch a little bit. I definitely am interested in handing over that pawn. Don't care that much. Queen e1, queen h4 is sort of what I want to do. He's preparing the g8 square for himself. Okay, what can we do here? I don't know if I like that. Maybe just queen there first would have been good. Barely got that move off, by the way. Not really sure what happens next. Queen f6, most likely. Oh, dude, these guys, I'm telling you. What should we do? Bishop where? This looks pretty decent. A pleasure to play with you, sir. They just don't learn. They just don't learn that it's time to resign. Okay. We're back. Don't even have a breather here. Got to stick with what works. The only opening we're capable of playing. Ronbo, thanks again for the resub earlier. It's like the guy wanted to be checkmated with a bishop and knight. Sure. I'm not gonna fight you. Not gonna argue with you. So I guess he's gonna play b6, bishop a6. Is there anything that we do to get ready for that? I don't think so. I think we just allow it. Maybe queen here, but I'm not sure it makes a difference. Definitely want to take. I think a3 here. I needed to play rook d1, so I'm not too sure why we didn't. But I'll play it now. Better late than never. Got to play g3 here. Takes covers that at least. Yeah, so he does decide to push. Makes sense. I think c3 is actually a threat, so I may have to just play this. Queen f3 next, I'm liking for a few reasons. The knight looks pretty bad on a6. So maybe queen f3 for f5. It also has some nice pressure on a8 there. So I'm actually kind of liking queen f3. He's probably going to play g6, but then maybe like a4 and knight takes c4 could be a possibility here. Like a4 right now does look kind of interesting. I kind of like a4. So if he pushes, I think we can play knight takes c4. So this is why I put the queen on c3. It's kind of a common tactical theme. So he takes, knight back, takes, and then he's going to go rook b8. Do we take with the d pawn at all? Has to just be with the f pawn. Yeah, it has to be with the f pawn. So he is going to get the pawn back. Nothing we can do about that. I think we may need to double rooks on the a file, maybe. Yeah, I think knight f1. So if he takes, I'll take. I'm not sure what happens there, but seems all right. I actually just realized something interesting. Maybe rook a4 was kind of a good move. I could play knight takes c4 there. He goes rook b7. I think he's getting ready to take that pawn, actually. So I think we're going to go here. Just defend. Yeah, so the knight's coming there. Let's put our knight here. I can always play knight d1 if I need to guard that. So I think that's looking pretty good for me. So we're both doing the same thing. We're both using a knight to just kind of permanently guard the weak pawn. This rook doesn't need to be there, I reckon. Okay, so yeah, maybe we can swing the rook back over here because I'm not sure that it needs to be on the A file. Clearly, we're not doing anything over there, so. Okay, he's going to bring the king back. Let's put the rook here. That way he can never play A4. Okay, just guarding that so that I can move my queen again. But yeah, I don't think either one of us is doing anything too special at the moment here. His queen has to stay protecting that, so. I thought we kind of had something there, but yeah, we just don't. We just don't. Man, he's playing against the time so well. It's like so annoying. Oh man, it's amazing how we don't have any threats over there. And obviously, it was just a draw if we just shuffle, but I'm gonna always be optimistic there. Like he didn't have anything to do, neither did I. But I mean, yeah, I've actually beaten him quite a lot. I think when he plays me, for some reason, I have much better chances against him than other 2,900, 3,000 players. So I think we can see from this type of game that it's possible to get a win, but I just have to be playing so well in time pressure because, yeah, he really just like puts the pressure on the clock. Here, for example, he's not doing anything. Like I could just go F3, G4, but that's a big commit. But I feel like we're the one with stuff to do because he can't really push these pawns too effectively. And long term, I can always do something over here. And yeah, there's just not really anything happening on that side of the board. But then, of course, the time comes into play. So then maybe we are actually the ones that should be making a draw. So I played 93 thinking like, okay, there must be something here. But no, he just kind of takes it and that's that. So he just made like a bunch of average moves pretty quick. And it's nothing I could do. I guess I had to just keep shuffling. But I can't say I'm upset because this guy is definitely not the strongest. We've beaten him before. And I think it's like the exact same thing. He kind of plays quickly, but not that well. And there are some opportunities, like in this game, there were a few as well, for me to just play a better move or go for it in time pressure. Like here I went for 93, which is just a bad call, bad timing. But for example, F3, G4 could have been good. I think he didn't have anything to do. So yeah, I don't know. For some reason against me, I feel like he takes these positions that are not very good. And he's just like playing super, super quick. So I can't complain. I have my chances there. But I know that I've beaten him before with this exact recipe. It was not to be today, though. Does an H4 hang? Well, no, obviously I'm talking about when my king was on H3 and queen was on F4. F3, G4 looks pretty good there. Chawed on, thanks for the 55. Welcome back, sir. I barely had any breaks. Like, what the hell is going on here? every single one of my games is like the exact last one. Or oh, bishop e7 is not the move we meant to play. Let's see if it matters. I think not, because he played bishop b2. Yeah, okay, I think we should be fine here. Back to normal. Might play h3, e4. Moves like bishop here get handled pretty nicely, I think, with just knight c5. Knight e1. So strange. Queen b4, I think rook b8, and eventually we'll be able to play d5, I think. Like bishop f8, d5. Or knight c5, d5. We should have a good position here. These knights don't know what the hell they're doing. They definitely don't convince me. b4, the knight's going to go here. Probably this. Threatens, yeah, should definitely play that. He's probably going to play this one. Yeah, because he needs some trades. Like, his pieces are so bad. He needs to get some trades in. I wish we could just continue to avoid the trades. So that's what I'm trying to figure out right now, if that's even possible. I don't think so. I don't think so. So I'm going to play this. If he plays knight a4, I'm basically going to hope that the knight's totally offside and just like out of the game forever. If he doesn't and goes here, then I'm assuming rook a8 will be pretty annoying. Queen f4 threatens maybe rook c7. But in general, I don't see any threats here. We've got our nice strong bishop on f8, covering. A-pawn's hanging. Yeah, he didn't like the idea of knight a4 because the knight's never joining again. It's like permanently offside. But knight b1 I don't think is any better. He goes here. It's kind of a sneaky move because after bishop takes, I believe that does work. And even if it doesn't work, it looks like it works. Like, that's not something I can go into, unfortunately. So we may have to play this. f5. Hang on a sec. Here. f5, queen g6, unfortunately. That's annoying. That's annoying. That's a good move. I guess it's not that complicated in hindsight, but my position should be better than this. I think we just trade everything. I know it doesn't seem like much, but I'm convinced his queen is so offside here that when he goes here, I'm just going to take. Literally, I'm just going to go here. I don't think he can defend that rook. So I think he might have to play that. But then his knight's trapped. And if he takes, like, how's he stopping queen c2? So I think he actually has to go maybe here. Seems like kind of a depressing move, but... yeah. Knight e4. We're trying here. I think just bring this back. Yeah, it's possible we play here, but it just seems unnecessary. Good move there. May have been h5. I think h5 was an extremely good move. Yeah, I think h5 maybe was winning. With the g3 pawn loose, something looked good there. But playing knight f5, we still intend h5 after that, so can't complain here. Hitting the knight. It looks like game over. I mean, yeah, you're down every piece here, right? No. Now's the time to resign. That's right. You learned your lesson, boy. Now's the time to resign. No. You want to get carried away. You don't want to get carried away. Gonna fuck around and end up in a YouTube video. Everyone's got to tread carefully now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We had more than enough. Yeah, we were gearing up for the Mona Lisa again. As he should be, Chad on. As he should be. It is actually very tough to find a willing participant, Chad on. I was thinking to myself, oh man, we might be able to do it here. It's so funny. Everyone wants to play on until they realize what you're about to do to them. And then it's all of a sudden, it's like, no, hang on a sec. We have one more round and then the break. King's Gambit request. All right. King's Gambit. They need to play e5 though. So what's going to happen is I'm going to play e4. They're not going to play e5, and I'm going to be stuck playing e4. I can see the future. Wow, shocking 50 move rule there. Unbelievable. Jerome. Now we're actually going to forego the Jerome in favor of the King's Gambit. But the best attempt I can make is just the move e4. All right. We don't even get the white pieces here. We get 2 blacks, but I think we played white twice in a row earlier, so I guess fair is fair. Okay. What's it going to be? Bishop b3. Queen d5. We can go queen e7 or even d6. Not too worried. We're pinning this pawn, so yeah, maybe he'll play king h1. Who knows? If he's really interested in f4. Yeah, we can't play d6. That's one thing. We can play queen f6, though. Queen f6, bishop g3, d6, knight c3. I'd do something like c6, but kind of running into knight a4 there. Yeah, because d6, we end up losing a pawn here. That position actually looks okay. Let me say, it looks all right. I wouldn't say it looks great, but it looks all right. But I'd rather not be down. I'd rather not be down material. I was thinking after this, like maybe even h5. Knight c3 will almost always be met by the move c6. Like I think it basically has to be. It's the move knight a4 that I find annoying. It's so weird how annoying and strong this knight a4 move is. I'm telling you, like this move is killing me here. Killing me here. I swear, c6, knight a4. Why is that such a problem? It is. It's so annoying. Do we want to go here? I'm not sure if that's actually in my favor. I think probably just that. Don't think we want to encourage that. Bring the knight back. Probably bishop e6. Might play c3 now. Good reason why we didn't want to encourage it for free. Okay. Instinctively, that doesn't look like a very good move at all. e5, but maybe it'll pay off here. I think he's going to go like that. Bishop g6, queen e2. I have to try to trade queens here because we're getting killed on the clock and the board. Yeah, this is a bad position. I mean, I guess I'll play on. I think. This guy, like, he's dreaming of the draw. This guy was far too interested in the draw for us to have any chance there. From a winning position, he was like already interested in repeating. Yeah, we must be in a bad spot here. But queen e5, queen f3, rook d2, bishop g6. Here, he must have something. I'm just not exactly sure what it is. And then, yeah, it's probably just equal. Nothing to do there. Nothing to do. I think that's it. There's a break now. Interesting game. Andreykin gets the outplay. This endgame, Felix, or mine? I guess both would be impressive, but mine would be pretty insane. Falg7, thanks for the 18 months. How long are the breaks? I don't know, usually 5 minutes or so. Got the black pieces there. Couldn't make any e4, e5 happen. At least I played e4, e5 from black, but we'll see what happens when we have the white pieces. We are working with Holtzkern again. Go Holtzkern. It's back. Woo. .5 incoming. Is that even possible? Is that even possible? I'm not sure what we're going to manage here. We'd have to win out, Edwig. Let's see. I don't even know Moistad. But if Edwig is saying 8.5, then it must still be alive. So probably 5.5. That's correct, actually, Moistad. I am built for 7.5. Doesn't mean that your old man doesn't go a little above and beyond once in a while, or or a little below as well. But I'm definitely built for 7.5. I have a 7.5 frame. That's an interesting prime sub. Marshumaro. Thank you, Java Chess. Oh, compliments from Gory. That's compliments from the chef. It's always had 2 breaks there, Moistad. Hello, Mason. How goes it, sir? I saw a very, very different looking Mason than I last remember. I will see you the next couple days, Mr. Mason. You're around for a little bit longer. I'll be by probably tomorrow and Thursday. Yes, looking forward, sir. Is Kevin looking slim? It's a good question for Mason. Good question for Mason. Maybe Mason has seen the bear, poked the bear. Exclamation mark habits there, Andre B. Skirmisher. Yeah, Kev was actually talking about how there was a like a deal on a junior chicken he couldn't pass up. Hey H Bell, depends if the chief is hosting, but I think likely not. The U.S. election is tonight, so probably just gonna be chilling and hosting that. All right, wow, we got a really tough pairing here. All right, this is not the not the pairing for the King's Gambit. This is not what we wanted. I don't know anything about this opening. I know more about it from Black's POV. I definitely have no idea what to do from White's POV. Like, I don't know how this works. I guess bishop here will be played, probably followed by d5. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I guess we're kind of just playing that line now. I don't think there's anything we can do about it. Yeah, I don't really know how you stop d5 here. Just have to let it happen. I guess bishop d2. I don't know. This doesn't feel like a very convincing position. Like he's just gonna castle and go rook e8, right? So we're going to have to play knight e2 here, sadly. Even this, I'm not convinced by. I mean, this bishop g4, rook. I mean, this just seems bad. Oh, wow. Oof. I didn't even see it was defended. No, but it's impossible. There's nothing to do. Oof. Bad opening's gonna be bad. I think here, and I mean, yeah, we're just a little bit worse. Suppose this. Nothing we can do there. Yeah, not much to say about that. I think we're already just a little bit worse here. But the thing is, I'm actually not that much worse than the evaluation of the opening. So the King's Gambit starts, and it has an evaluation at this point, and the evaluation from here stayed the same or slightly, maybe slightly improved, but pretty much stayed the same, and we were in a bad position. Like, that's how you know an opening is bad, when you improve your position and you're in a bad position. Just terrible. Yeah, King's Gambit is definitely an opening I think we can retire. You like the knight c3 lines more? Well, I think we basically played knight c3 lines here, but it seems like everyone prefers variations other than the ones we played. Nevertheless, yeah, it's not a very good opening. I mean, everyone has very strong opinions. Knight f3 better than bishop c4 and blitz. Knight f3 better. Bishop c4 is usually a pretty tricky line, but the way that he played 2 knights, bishop b4, and just trade everything didn't give him the biggest advantage, but it felt the most deflating to play against. That's for sure. Well, apologies. Yeah, I didn't realize we had so many King's Gambit experts in the chat. That was a waste of a game. Feels like we didn't really. I mean, I've tried some openings before, but this one felt the most useless. Like I was basically lost out of the opening here. I needed to play I was gonna play Rook F2, but somehow convinced myself that I didn't really like this. But I guess I have Queen C1. So yeah, I was gonna play Rook F2. Think that was a bit better there. Yeah, at least we get a break in between games. I was complaining about that earlier. I'm glad we rectified it. Got our well-deserved break. I'm not sure that it was, Guppy, but sure. Pretty short game. We got one of these. What's this other game? Okay, this is actually something to play. It's gonna be okay. Maybe Black's playing for the win. Huh? 3-time repetition. Interesting. All right. Damn, I'm up against a GM. Not fair. That's probably what he's thinking right now. Should have played C4 here, probably, but not really thinking this game. Rushirami, thanks for the new prime. We're definitely significantly worse here, but hoping we can make something happen. Yeah, knight c takes a knight c3 is just so strong. Interesting. It's weird. I thought I saw just like a donation come in, but I don't see it here. Don't know who that was, but I will have to find out after. B4. I mean, b6, b7. What are we waiting for here? I don't know where this win is coming from. I mean, I guess he must be an older GM, which is why he's 2600, but he's still a GM. I don't. I mean, this is crazy. B6 is like B6 is just basic. Like I have no moves. I have nothing to do. It's just I could resign in 2 moves. I could resign here comfortably. B7 and the game's over. I also have back rank mate to worry about, so there's literally nothing I can do. So chalk that up as pretty much our luckiest win, feels like. Because, you know, I've had some my share of bad positions, but if I win them against maybe a CM or something, it's like, okay, yeah, we swindled them. But against a GM, you just feel like they'll put this position away. He also had 44 seconds. I'm like, I mean, the pawns just roll down the board so effortlessly. It is rough on the old guys, Berenzin, because this is uncharacteristic. Usually the old lads, like, they've still got their technique. Here, it's like weird. He was like missing his technique, missing his, I don't even know. Hard to describe. Because I would expect maybe them to be like slow and make bad moves because of time pressure, but this just had nothing to do with that. That's going to be me soon. And by soon, I mean a couple years ago. I'm already at that level. D4. Interesting. A London. Unfortunately, we do not have a great setup against the London here. Like C6, I kind of just pre-moved whatever. So that was not ideal. Probably play e5. White's going to put the bishop back on h2. I mean, yeah, I would be super happy to have this position with white here. Also, this is probably strong. I mean, we just don't have a good position. Because e4 is never helpful, so I'm not sure what we're gonna do here. Probably just queen c2 from white. Rook b1 is also an option, though. What can we do with this terrible position? I can barely move my pieces. Got no space. I feel like I'm expecting, yeah, definitely expecting queen c2, and it has been played. Didn't really consider that.
Rook d1 next will be pretty much impossible to deal with. Yeah, we're going to have to put a knight here. I don't know how else we deal with this. This might drop something. I'm not sure. Seems fine, though. I really need some trades. Although, ironically, I can't even make the trade that I'm after. Yeah, I figured this move would be played. I mean, here f5 just kind of turns into a mess. Obviously, this is no good. Well, let's play the moves that we need to play. f5, yeah, we have some stuff there. Okay, obviously f5 is the plan. Most likely this. b4 we just have to put up with, unfortunately. But I guess, yeah, we can maybe consider knight e4. And if f5, I think we go knight e5. Playing all the moves that are definitely annoying to see. We can go here, but everything is going to take. Okay, I'm going to do something suspicious. I'm going to take here, play knight e4, play f5, lock the bishop out, and then play knight here, and just hold that that bishop completely out of the game. So let's see if we can make this work. I guess d6 falls. Yeah. It's okay, though. Bishop is still out of the game. Still pretty bad, yeah. Hmm. All right, we end with a nice win. Thought it would be another draw, to be honest, but the opposite bishop endgame still had some hope because we had the c pawn. We didn't execute our plan perfectly, but I think you still saw the well, in honor of the election tonight, I think you still understood the concepts of my plan. So I think this was actually smart. We gave away the bishop. Seems crazy to do. You never want to do it. But we blockade here, and then we blockade here. And then all of a sudden, like, all the pieces are out of play. Now, granted, I'm not 100% sure how effective that is. But, yeah, with king f7 coming, this bishop is just useless. Like, it's just such a bad piece. So, yeah, we know we're going to get our pawn back. And then, okay, this is maybe not winning, but it looks very, very good for black. Oh, GG. GG. We end up with 7.5. Yes, the typical Riblet. Thank you for the 42 months. Tier 3. Let's see here. Okay, 10 points for Big Hick on top. Big dog gotta eat. 7.5. Yes, always a 7.5. Didn't quite make the 8, but can't be too upset with 7.5. Jeffrey Zhang and Duda at 9.5. And Kane VB with a oh geez, I can't even. 25th is 8 points. 26th is 7.5. I can't even claim top 25. This is useless. Why did I bother getting 7.5 points if I couldn't even bait people with top 25? We'll take it though. I think so far my idea of showing up for the late title Tuesday, a very attentional tournament, is working better than being up in the morning, playing the early event, trying to play the late one, being tired. Big showing, John. Yep. Huge showing. Big election energy. Yeah, there's big election energy tonight. The election that the world tunes into. Hello, Bamdeezy. Bamdeezy has a match this Thursday. Yeah, against an NFL player. And it is going to be chess, fortunately for the NFL player. But don't forget, fight night is coming. I also have the privilege to announce that our very own Dania Naroditsky is also going to be participating in fight night. So we have a couple matches slated for the upcoming Thursday. So I will certainly be streaming on Thursday evening. Matches will take place here on Twitch. So no, Dania is not playing Kramnik. Ha ha. I was prepared for that one. So yeah, Dania's gonna have a match. Mac Hollins is gonna be fighting Bamdeezy. And TBD, we may even have an opening fight as well. So definitely count a Thursday evening stream in the cards. May have a match starting as early as like 6, 7 p.m. And I think they might go maybe till 11 or beyond in the evening. It is not Dania against Bamdeezy. No. Someone else mentioned Gadakamsky and Jose Martinez. Is that an interesting match for any reason? Like, why do we care about that? It's like saying like Kane VB played a game against Jospum. It's like, so? Like Gata Kamsky and Vladimir Kremnik are two different people, right? Like they're not the same person. Hello, Orangi TV. God, you're so much cuter on your main account. Election stream at 8. Sounds good. I'm happy to hang out with the good people of Twitch here until it's election time. Do they have some sort of official kind of timings for the election? Like, I'm not too familiar. I know it just kind of happens over the course of the evening, but are there like first results coming in at a certain time, or like are there certain places that report first? Few states are in, results already coming in. Okay. Yeah, there was one year where I made a very significant bet. On the election, so I was paying very close attention. And I swear to God, I did not know U.S. geography better than when I bet on the election. All of a sudden, I fucking, like, you name it, I know where it is. Georgia? Oh, yeah. Let me tell you about the small county that just flipped. Like, I could tell you anything. All you have to do is just put a few shekels on the U.S. election, and your geography will be professional level. Georgia being counted at the moment. I know where that one is. That's right. The GeoGuessr was merely preparation for the bet. Or the bet was preparation for GeoGuessr, I think. I just have to start betting on elections in Japan, bet on the Indonesian elections. Like, I'll be a GeoGuessr pro. I just have to start betting on all the federal elections. Just have me lay like $100 on the Indonesian elections and we'll be good. No problem. Hello, Badkins. Good evening to American Badkins. Loser of the election banned from the chat. Yeah, it's unfortunate, but there's a lot riding on this election. Obviously, if Donald loses the election, he is going to receive a ban from the Chessbrah channel. So it's gonna be tough. Yeah, there's a lot on the line for these two. With a ban on the line, yeah. Who's gonna show up? I would allow representation, Q-Corn. I would allow representation. Yeah, no, he gets to defend himself, but something tells me that a few people might step in to represent. Look at the last game from Jocelyn. Oh, man, people are really talking about this game. Like, okay. Is it that nice? Like, what's the situation? Did someone resign? Black won on time. This is exciting to you? The guy doesn't show up for the game, or he's in protest for I don't know what reason, but this is what we're looking at. Acratic, thanks for the 7 months. Hello, Bando. No, not tonight. U.S. elections start soon. I think Eric will be chilling and kind of hosting the election from the house. Oh, now there, see, Spatissimus, yeah, you have to start with the spicy stuff. There you go. Now I'm interested. You're telling me to check out the game that has no moves. It's like I'm only mildly invested. Now I'm invested. He said on stream that Jocelyn was a fucking cheater and he wouldn't play. Wouldn't make a move against him. Now there you go. Now you're selling drama. Now you're printing front page news. Now, of course, you could be making it up, at which point you get a A for drama stirring. But something tells me that this pleb is to be trusted. That's right, Fred. Except I don't know if that guy actually believes I'm a cheater, you know? I think he's just upset that I flagged him. Is that the song? I don't think it is. So don't forget, we have Fight Night coming up on Thursday. That's enough Title Tuesday for now. We're also started up working with Holtzkern again, which is exciting. Honestly, Chess Ninja, someone pointed out something. Yeah, good call, Ever. It 100% is that. Someone pointed out something, which is that the advancement of AI is basically it's very pro OnlyFans. So previously, say go back 20 years, if there were like naked images of you or videos of you, you know, think Kim Kardashian, for example, online, I mean, you're cooked. It's you. People know it's you. But now, you could just say it's AI. MBL, thank you for the raid. Not MVL. I feel like I have to explain that every damn time. This guy's the Age of Empires GOAT, not the chess GOAT. Shout out MBL. We were just discussing how the advancement of AI means that there's plausible deniability for every nude out there. So, you know, if you're thinking about taking the plunge, a few feet pics for the right price, there's plausible deniability out there for you. Now might be the time. Hope you guys had a good stream. We just got done Title Tuesday. Now that I'm thinking about it, there's probably not many viewers from MBL stream that would give a shit about the American election, but that is what's happening tonight. I know that I'm from Canada, so it's not like an election in my country, but it's still a pretty big deal, and Canadian politics are just so boring. Nothing happens. So I don't know. Maybe we have a bunch of Norwegians who find American politics funny, but it'll be mildly entertaining. So we're hanging out for a little bit here, but going to host just an election watch party tonight, if anyone's interested. Hello, Neotris. Tim, I haven't checked your rating in a while, buddy. How's How's it looking? How long till the winner is decided? Oh no, bad, rough. Low 16, under 1650. Noted, Tim, noted. Yeah, regroup post-election, Tim. You obviously didn't want to start on a high note. You wanted to have a fresh, clean slate to gain rating under the new leadership. We definitely considered it, Badkins. Sometimes people have trouble behaving. Wild Hacks, there's a match that I'm setting for you. It cannot happen for this fight night, but I'd just like to let you know that we're preparing the papers. I think a match that, will interest you. It's one you've expressed interest in the past. I would say that you've denounced this person's chess over and over, but that's most of your opponents. So wouldn't really get us closer. Yes, it won't be able to happen this Thursday, but perhaps maybe a future, like a different day, Wednesday in the future. So we can host it in November. But I was thinking of your good friend Nitsud Prime, who is very interested in taking you down in fight night, as I imagine is a reciprocated feeling. But I feel like you guys have talked about a match before. There were some words flying on both sides. But yes, we may need to add another fight to this Thursday's card. We may need a solid undercard, TBD. Yeah. I know you guys have been talking, so it's been on my mind for a little while. Dustin and Wild Hacks. I think it would be a good match. Dustin is I don't know how to describe it, but he's definitely a very good player over the board, but it doesn't all translate to online. I think he's a much better OTB player than online, and as such, sometimes he can be vulnerable, but he's proven a few times, he's team chess champion around here, so Dustin's got some accolades to him. Badkins, Guppy, ready to go at it. Badkins, what are you clocking these days? You know what, man? Badkins, your rating was higher than I expected when I checked it. I was like, what the hell? What is it? Badkins 007? Something like this? I thought it was Badkins, something like that. But your rating was like 1150, almost 1200. I was like, damn. Here we go. Okay, 1025. Let's see here. So Badkins is still the 800, which makes him like insanely dangerous. I don't know. Badkins has a ceiling where I just feel like you can. I've seen so many UTTs where the guy's been impressive. Still trash and ready to fight. That was a month ago. Oh, all right. You were up there. No one wants to watch a feeder match. No, I think Wild Hacks Dustin is a good match. It'll be in the future, so no excuses. Everyone will have time to be well prepped, rested, etc. We'll find a time that works. But just putting that out there. Future fight night.
Hey, I got one too. Buck 81, you and me. Those 17,000 games better be bullet. 15,000 blitz. So there you go. Hello, Caballo Loco. 39 months. Happy to be here. Hello, sir. What's up, Caballo? Yeah, very good company. Okay, well, who's at 846, who's the high energy Badkins matchup, Who's running around at 900, but like a feisty 900? Who's a feisty one? Badkins versus Venus? Most certainly not. No, you can't convince me. After that sub battle performance, we need to see Venus hit the workshop. If not for the London, for a future sub battle. The London needs to go back in the shed. No, I don't think that's the match. I mean, Venus made like only a couple moves in that sub battle game. Badkins he definitely has the same rating, but he's a very speedy lad. I don't think that will be competitive. Badkins is a quick little bastard. And we need to see time spent studying on the London. No D takes C5. I don't know if VC, if you watch the replay or if you manage to find the gems of knowledge amidst the hurled insults. But there's much work to be done on that London. A lot of good, saw a lot of great moves, but many inexplicable moments. Yeah, Badkins has a pretty decent peak that he was on about a month ago, over 1,000. So yeah, we need kind of like an 800 to 1,000 floater for a guy like Badkins, I would say. Yeah, little Jimmy is a bit too strong for Badkins, in my opinion. Let's not forget Jimmy and Bam Deezy went head to head, right? Bam Deezy, Jimmy are usually around like 11, 1,200, somewhere between 1,000 and 1,200. They had, man, quite the trilogy. Quite the trilogy. Badkins says he'd beat him. Have you played him before, Badkins? That's it's coming with a lot of confidence. I feel like he's got the weight advantage on you, right? Doesn't he have like 150 on you? He's playing right now. Okay, he's on a low at the moment. But yeah, he has been 1245. But okay, that was a while ago. Here's a pretty good representation though. He's kind of hovering the high 1,000s. Did manage to hit 1150, not just a couple days ago, and he's on a downswing now to 968. But he's definitely got a level that can hit 1150, so that's a couple hundred higher. Badkins currently up 2 against you. I'm telling you, people go and check their Badkins score. It might be worse than they think. The active little Jimmy. This fight night, I don't think anyone tonight, Pandas. I'm talking about our fight night that we're hosting on Thursday. So coming up. Nothing happening tonight in terms of that. We're definitely going to be streaming. Eric and the crew at the house is going to be hosting an election watch party, U.S. election. That's a great move from Josh there. Big fan. But just reminding everyone about our fight night on Thursday. Thursday just became the day, Gory. I don't know how it happened, when it happened. But the one with Dustin and Wild Hacks maybe will be a Friday, whichever day we can sort out. But I know that Thursday doesn't work for Dustin, so oh my goodness, you're gonna trade queens? Dude, Salty would be disgusted. Absolutely disgusted. Is that a day that you could participate as well, Gory? Who's on your radar though, Gory, for a fight? I recall a match against Eddie. I'm trying to remember if there's been anything since, but you had your Eddie match. Can't remember if you took on Tim, and I could have a Tim odds match. You're really interested in taking out Tim? Is there anyone that what about Moistad? Are you guys blitz competitive? I always like to find the non odds matches first, if possible. Once in a while, odds is just, it's the way, you know? Tim can play well against higher rated, certainly. Oh, that's a good emote, Tim. What's this one? Okay, stop being mean. Zoom, Lost Moose, Moist are all on the table, but you're in the gym trying to hit 2100. Got it. Got it. Yeah, Badkin's sizing up Jimmy right now. He's looking at him. I think we will King Saeed, but I'm chilling here for now. Little Jimmy, not his best performance there. Where do you guys get your election info? What's your go-to source? I feel like when I was following like ages ago, I just was always looking at CNN. Oh yeah, New York Times. Sorry, that's actually the one. I think I was watching CNN, but I was looking at the New York Times site, if I recall. Well, that's why I'm asking Silly Pills, because I'm like, hey, whatever you guys are looking at, the Chess Bra channel will be calling all polls. Yeah. Oh yeah, big is easy as well. Rocking up with 2100. Not like yourself, hey Zoom. People could learn from you, it sounds like. Hello, Ulern. No, probably not, man. I don't really fuck around with that stuff. But what is it? Like, what did you add? But yeah, unfortunately, not too interested myself. You'll be blitzing tonight, Gory, trying to hit the coveted 2-1. Who's this? Haven't really seen him play too much. Maybe d5 is the move here. Hmm. Unfortunately, we have to allow this sacrifice. Or not. Knight here. I mean, he's gonna sacrifice for it, obviously. I feel like he's got to take it. Hmm. Ooh, that move actually might lose to f4. I think this is probably the simplest. Not a bad game. Think we could have won. I think it was a nice try, Gory. Bit more time there. Like, this end game is always you're super happy to get into. I wouldn't say super happy, but if this is the worst case scenario, you're doing pretty well. Like, yeah. I guess we should have done this. I was worried about that, but we have the light squared bishop, so probably should have stuck with it. Okay, d6, so tough already. Hmm. b4, it's going to be takes. Hmm. I'm not sure that we take. I'll probably just go back. Okay, c5. He's going to go d5. I don't think I like that. Huh. Put the king over here. We get to the f8 square. This one's important so that we stop bishop there. Now we get to the g7 square. Very nice. We'll play one more time. If it's broke, don't fix it. Great technique. Why, thank you. I thought so too. Do we castle? What do we do here? Probably castle. Feels like we could get something going here. We have this. Trying to get down here with rook f2. I mean, my pieces are very active. I feel like we should be able to get up to something here. Check, king there. Where's my win? Where's my win?
I'll try this one. Queen here, I think I have check and h5. Oh, I forgot that he can actually make a threat there. Damn, because I want to play this move so badly. There's a draw with knight f2 here. I mean, it's embarrassing for him that there's already a draw happening. But I don't know that we can do much else. I really want to play this move, but we're going to end up losing on time there, aren't we? This is a bit sad. b6 looks like a good move, but for example, rook f1 gets played, and all of a sudden I don't think we have anything. Still, I mean, I can't be upset making a draw there. That's a bad look for Buddy. Probably e6, knight there. There's definitely no capture or anything there, I think. This knight is not well placed, to say the least. Wow. Yeah, that's a spicy move for sure. Man, how do we have nothing here? Because if I take, there's even d4. Well, I guess that's just a very good move then. Well, that sucks. Just got kicked back like 20 times there. Do we try this?
Has to be G3 next. He's obviously very quick, so that's kind of unlucky. Just lose on the spot here after rook G8. So far he's like, it is a win for the opening if you get your opponent to switch something, because I mean, from what I've seen so far, both the games he's played against this opening have been very subpar. So let's see here. Um, all right, let's see what we can do with this position here. It's a sneaky move. We're gonna have to do this.
I think I might put my knight on d6. Oh, man. We missed this move. Oh, now we lose. That's too bad. Always missing one move. Man. It's funny because I'm so not impressed by this guy's the way that he plays these games. And yet, here we are every time. Just missing one move. You got to go for this at some point, I think. What a shame. I guess we do lose the game, but like I'm shocked. The way that he's playing those games, definitely nothing to be concerned about. So I feel like I end the game thinking, yeah, I'll go right back into that, no problem. Hello, Dr. Usadek. Why do you ask, sir? Those are big reports, Gandalf. Big reports. He has to go there, no? Oh, I guess you can do that. I think Eric is live already on Kick right now for all the election bras. You have a question for mothers and grandmothers? Well, I hope we can find some for you, Dr. Usadek. Lambo Delivery Day. Wow, where are you hosting this, Dr. O? It sounds prestigious. Unimpressed with my game here. Thank you for the invitation, Dr. O. Maybe some G4 type of move. How insane is that? I guess he has knight D4 here. I don't know why we didn't take there first.
feel like every game we're just being flagged. Allowing that is just like insanity. Ugh. All right. Yeah, I think Eric is live already. I'll just double check, but the election stream is on, hosted by the boys. There we go. All right. Just wanted to make sure I was telling you guys to go somewhere that people actually were. Are the mothers and grandmothers invited to the Lambo unveiling, Dio? Well, let me remove the option. Kappa 123. Let me remove the option. Kick. That's right, Corey. I'm starving. I haven't eaten all day. I'm going to have some food and also watch the election stream. So I will see you guys in the chat on Kick. And remember, we have fight night on Thursday. I'll see you guys there. Good night. And may whoever you're cheering for win. Go America. I'll be in the chat too. Go elections. Head over to Kick, guys. !Kick.